Ahoy, sailors from Bodrum, Turkey. Today we are getting off the ship without any planned excursions, but we do find a pretty cool castle to go through. So come along with us and enjoy Bodrum. Now, if you've just joined us, welcome. We're Mitchell and Michael over here at Magical Keys Vacations, and we are doing our 7-night cruise with Virgin Voyages Greek Isle Glow itinerary. So this is our Bodrum stop. We have done a lot of other places so far, Athens, Santorini, Rhodes, and we've done a lot of excursions. So today we didn't want to plan anything. We wanted to walk around, see what happened. And we did come across this really cool castle that we decided to explore. We did get off the ship pretty early because it's been quite hot out. We are doing this the end of August, beginning of September. So it's been a little toasty. I know it's cooler than if we went fully summer, but we decided to get an early start, beat the heat, and we walked around, joined by some of our friends we've met on the ship, and we found this really cool castle. It's the Bodrum Castle, also known as Castle of St. Peter, and so we decided to explore it. Now, for this, it is going to cost about 20 euros for your entry per person, and the hours are roughly 8:30 a.m. until around 11 p.m. Now, even though this is another castle, and we've already seen some at the other islands, it still feels very unique and different than what we've already explored. Now, we did the self-guided tour. Nobody was with us. There's plenty of plaques and places you can scan to listen to information about what you're seeing here. So that's the route we did. If you want a guide, it's going to clearly cost more money, which we've already done in Athens and Rhodes and Santorini. Now, once you're in there, we actually ended up going through, I guess, the exit technically and going backwards through this, but it doesn't really matter. There's not really a sign, or at least we didn't see one, on how you're supposed to go through this. I'm going to drop some fun facts for you about the castle and its history. So it was constructed in 1402. Well, the start of construction was 1402. The knights were a collection of people from all over the world, which is great. There's 5 towers here, which each one represents a different nationality. So you have British, French, German, Italian, and Spanish towers, which the artwork kind of represents that because it's all a little different and unique. In 1532, the Ottoman Empire conquered the castle and turned it into a mosque, which later a garrison base. And then in the 19th century, it was turned into a prison, but only for a short time due to the attack of World War One. There was a lot of damage done to the castle, and they had to move the prisoners, so that kind of knocked that out. And then in 1962, the Turkish government turned this into a museum of underwater archaeology, where they store the finds from the Aegean Sea shipwrecks, which there's actually an area in here where you can see one of the ships. There's some of the vases in there, some leftover pieces, and you're going to see that throughout the glassware in here. They've got different things they've recovered and pulled out, clearly different sculptures. Like, there's so much here that's little collections from all over the world and really helps you like jump in and look at history at this point in time. Now, I do want to preference, especially here and really a lot of these places we've been to over here throughout Greece and Turkey now, is a lot of the steps and walking paths can be really slick. So please make sure that you have some good shoes on. A lot of times they'll close these places if there's heavy rain or weather inclementation. So just make sure you're being aware of that. We saw a girl fall over here for her leg over in Athens. Same thing, somebody fell. So just please be aware. And if you have any like mobility restrictions, some of the areas you might not be able to get up to, they're pretty steep. So just also be mindful of that. So we're just gonna like kind of jump through here, let you look at some stuff. Overall, this castle is really fun to go to. Again, very different than the other ones we've seen. And it's nice to kind of get a glimpse of history and love that they're preserving this and that we're able to go and see what it was like. Now, this is really all we did. We did get here early. When we left, the line was really long to get in. So that was, a tip if you're going to go to this. Probably get there early and it beat the heat. And also make sure you have euros so you can pay them with that. Or they should take a credit card. Now, we did go back pretty early. There was another place we wanted to go, but it was an earlier departure day. We didn't want to accidentally miss it. So we're heading back to the ship to relax and get ready because we have the test kitchen tonight and Scarlet Night. So a bunch of fun things are going to come up. Otherwise, it's a short video this week. This is all we have from Bodrum. You definitely want to check this out when you're there, but there's some other great sites that you can also go see as well. Now, if you enjoyed that video, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date whenever we post a new video. And then any comments that you have about Bodrum, if you'd like to go here, what you'd like to see, please drop them down below. And of course, share this with your friends as it helps other people find us. And if they're looking for travel tips, information, or help booking their next vacation, we're able to do that. Now, this is all we have for this week. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will be posting our next video very soon with Test Kitchen and Scarlet Night, and then we've got Mykonos to check out after that. So have a magical week, and we'll see you later. Bye!